And we are live. Welcome everyone in internet land. It's your boy NG Gavin, and this is the MPCA Dream Team. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. It's our 15th webinar. We're just flying through them, and you know, it's just time flies when you're having fun. Definitely, this year it's already February, nearly March, so it's just gone so quick. But you know, hopefully you guys out there are making an impact and making some money online, which is the whole point why we're here and moving forward in your business. So guys, before I do the usual quick stats, we're going to also touch on some questions, address those that were last week. So you guys on YouTube, just go to the YouTube link. If you have any questions, type them into the question box, and Casey's going to scan them, and then we'll address them. If we can't address them this week, we'll address them next week. And so we just want to make sure everyone's sort of taken care of, and we want to make these webinars as informative as possible. That's why we do them. So let's start. We're going to start with from right to left or left to right, depending on which way you're looking at it. We're going to start with you, Roscoe, because you know, you sort of you've been sort of MIA. I know you've been busy, so definitely working hard, doing all that good stuff. So Roscoe, if you could just unmute, and how are things with you, and what have you been up to, and if you could just let people know a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, as you said, my name is Roscoe, and I've been here. I've been sitting in the background, letting everyone else do all the heavy lifting, as they say. But just plodding along. I guess that's the beauty of this program that we're in MPCA. It just does all the work for you, really. You can just sit in the background and click your ads and take your earnings, and then when you really want to get motivated, you get involved with one of these webinars and push your workload a little bit more. But I've been what are we now, 107 days or 108 days, somewhere around there. It's flying along and doesn't look like stopping, so it's good. Bitcoin flew through the roof the other week, or during the week, so it's made us all even happier. So other than that, yeah, everything's going good.
Yeah, there's really not much. You know, we've got to make these webinars informative as possible, but like with MPCA, it's like a drama-free Rev Share, which is, you know, that's unheard of in this space. We're just a new sort of industry anyway. So just in case, you know, people sort of don't know you, Roscoe, if you could just sort of give a quick rundown, 30 seconds to a minute on your journey and how you've come along so far.
Well, my situation, like a lot of people, have got to that point where they want to, I don't know, make extra income. Maybe it's because they're like I've just hit 42, and I was thinking, you know, I can't work as a carpenter all my life, and you know, the internet interests me, and like forex trading and like figures and money, I guess that's always interests me. So I kind of fell across NG and other videos and Bitcoin, and it's all sort of happened from there. And it's been about, well, the 4th of March will be 8 months in MPA, and obviously I've been in MPCA since day dot, and you know, I'm reaping the rewards now after 8 months in MPA. It's, you know, it's turning over great earnings for me, and as they say, the ad packs keep growing pretty quickly and on a daily basis. So yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Awesome. So you would say, you'd probably say halfway through MPA to the level of till you max out that system, and then you're probably say quarter of the way through MPCA. Yeah, would that be accurate?
Yeah, I got about just over 500 in MPA active ad packs, and MPCA it's going great. It's 373, I think I'm at.
Yeah.
So And I just went to buy some actually before we come online, and I realised my membership's due, so came to a screaming halt
Yeah,
to go and purchase my membership before I go any further. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, no, yeah, just knock one over and then the other one will feed the other, and it's going to pick up. So 6 months time, mate, you'll be the guru, not me. You know, like you'll be the guy, the go-to guy. So I've seen your progress so far; it's been fantastic. So just keep moving forward, mate, and we'll get there. So thanks for jumping on today. I know it's a little bit late down there, but it's all good. Thanks, Roscoe. And Ralph, you're very regular in this. We can't keep you away from these webinars. How are you today?
Try. I'm fine, thanks. Yeah, it's as I've written before through Facebook, it's an honor for me, and I must say one of the most beautiful things here is to meet all these beautiful people. And as Grandpa mentioned in his last comment, that we share our ideas and our, so to say, secrets. Not all of them, but what business relates to. So yes, and this is what I like also. So yeah, you said make it short and quick. So I'm in Rev Shares for about 15 months now, and tomorrow or day after tomorrow I will be in my 100 day in MPCA. I just bought my 270 ad packs today, and I will have 300 ad packs in the next 4 or 5 days. And yeah, it's really, I love this program. I'm so in it, and yeah, what else to say? I'm just excited about it and happy. And every Monday, I know it's webinar time. Yes, and here I am.
Yeah, Ralph, we're gonna try to chop through these and just not drag it out and try to keep, because Roscoe's got to go to sleep, so it's late in Australia, and Casey's still getting up, and Grandpa needs to attend to his sweet potato. So we don't want to hold anyone up. Get straight into it, and we might touch a little bit on that that Bitcoin video maybe a little bit later, but yeah, very interesting. But anyway, thanks for jumping on, Ralph, and we'll get back to you in a second. The next guy that doesn't need any introduction, I mean, if you don't know this guy, then you haven't been on Facebook. But for those, just in case there's like maybe 1 or 2 people on Facebook that don't know you, Grandpa, if you could just give a little quick introduction.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'd like to reiterate what everyone on the panel has said so far, right? I mean, first of all, like you said, this is a place that doesn't have drama, right? So if you're a person that's attracted to drama, I'm afraid we can't satisfy that need for you, okay? I mean, you heard what someone has already said about, their progress, right? And sharing our information with each other. It's a great, Rev Share to be in. Right now, even my 5-year-old granddaughter, we all live here in Japan, and she says, "Grandpa, I'm going home soon because you got your webinar tonight, right?" Wow, yeah, thanks. But can I have some ice cream before you go? Hell yeah, okay. I don't know, this kid's got a strategy, I'm gonna apply that to my business.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so basically I'm just here in Japan, and I feel Rev Shares are safe. And when, if you're the breadwinner of the family, or you're the leading energy of your family, when you feel the confidence of what you're doing, then your better half, your wife, or, your significant other, your family members, they all feel relaxed about what you're doing also, right? And even my 2 sons joined. They're very keen on this because it looks safe, it feels safe, and also sustainable. Okay, and that's my piece.
Yeah, thanks, Grandpa. Thanks for jumping on. Always And yeah, like Roscoe said, he's got to pay his membership, but that's just one of the I guess controls that make this business as sustainable as possible. And it's it's run by Uday Now, which is an admin that is very professional in the way he runs this business. And I figure if there's like we're the cream of the Rev Shares, and if MPA can't make it, then everyone else is screwed, right? So we're in a good place. So thanks for jumping on for today, Grandpa, and we'll get back to you in a second, mate. Casey, how you going, Casey? How are you going today? And just quickly a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm Casey Watkins. I'm doing pretty good today. It's bright and early. It's 6:15 in the morning here, so just trying to still wake up a little bit. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, the United States. Been in MPCA since it opened and slowly ramping up. Not as fast as these other guys, but I'm getting there. Adding fresh funds weekly now, so hopefully I can catch up to Grandpa and Roscoe and NG pretty soon. But I guess that's about it. I'll be monitoring the YouTube chat, so if you have questions or want to talk to us, let us know.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Casey. All right, so what we might do is we might just quickly go through the stats, and then we want to address some of those questions that we had last week, because this is why we do these things. 4,347 paid out in Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin price is hovering at around 1,180 USD. So that is a huge payout. 4 million. I don't even know how much exactly, but it's well over $4 million. Total members 58,000. It's just growing every week. I don't keep exact stats on the actual how many people joined this biz, but a lot of people are. There's 953 people online now. So the Alexa rank, I don't know the Alexa rank right now, but we're moving forward in a massive way, and that's just being fueled by MPA with the event coming up. So just very quickly, if you haven't got your tickets yet for the MPA event, just get your tickets. See Keithy Broom, go on the Facebook page and get your tickets. I'll be there in Singapore. Same with a lot of other leaders. And even if you're not in MPA and you're in MPCA, same company, come in and rub elbows with us and get with the right people that are going to help you move forward. So that's quickly on that. So we might just do one of the questions last week was why move away from Coinbase? Coinbase have got the terms and conditions that they've always sneakily had there that people like myself didn't read. And they're not really friendly to the higher risk, what they deem high risk, I guess, programs, investments, or anything in that nature. So we might, for this question, we might go, and they're also they're not very friendly with. They want to know what's going on with them, their member base, right? So they know they can track things now. We might go to Grandpa for this question. Someone asked it last week, why move away from Coinbase? Do you want to address that, Grandpa?
Right. Well, I'm going to imagine that a lot of people watching this webinar right now are not brand new to the online world, right? So if they go back about a year or so, they're going to remember a processor it starts with PP. Right? And imagine if you had a gut feeling about how to deal with that particular processor before that processor halted some very big online businesses, you would probably take steps to protect your interest in what you're doing online. Okay, especially your energy flow, right? So, based on the information I've heard, I decided to change my Coinbase wallet in my MyPayingCryptoAds to coin payments rather than Coinbase, right? And I did that about 2 or 3 days ago. It's running very smoothly, okay, much faster than Coinbase was, in my case anyway. And I'm not saying that, you know, I've just like ditched Coinbase altogether, but you know, if you see a pot that's about to boil over, you turn down the heat, right? So I'm just taking a little step so that I don't have to take a big step later on, you see.
Yeah. Look, we're just trying to just make sure the business runs smoothly. Coinbase is an excellent platform. I would just use each platform for what they are. Like, you can still fund Coinbase. You know, they've got a bank facility and a debit card facility. Just use them, fund you, get your Bitcoin, and then shift to something like more like coin payments, which is integrated into the MPCA script. Use the API, and you're sending your Bitcoin from your coin payments account to the admin's coin payments account, and it'll take about 10 to 15 minutes to clear. And you don't have that drama of waiting that long. Your ad packs to be earning, and just all that good stuff. So we're just trying to make things a lot smoother for you guys, so there's no drama. We don't want drama. We definitely experienced a lot of that in the past. So thanks for that, Grandpa. And another question was referrals. What's the best way to get referrals? I think it was Casey. So we might, Ralph, we might go to Ralph and Roscoe for this one. What's your take on it? Obviously, everyone's going to have their own take on it. So, Ralph, what would be your suggestions for someone that needs to get referrals? How do you do it?
Yeah, what I think is, and what I hear from really leaders is people follow people. So you see a lot of stuff online about the best program, the new program, and you see some images, but you don't see faces, you don't see people behind it. And so you cannot really say, how can I build on trust to something which is neutral? Well, I even don't know, is there any natural people behind it, or is it a robot or whatever, So I was invited actually last week to a new program, and someone told me it's a very, very experienced admin. And I asked him, so what is his name? I don't know. I said, oh. So he's very experienced, but you don't know his name. That's very interesting. So I'm not going there. So it has to do with trust, to put it in a nutshell. And you cannot build on trust if you don't know the people behind the scenes. So this is my recommendation I would give.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. If you want to succeed in this, you have to be transparent, truthful, and you have to show people. I had a conversation with one of my downline members today, and I gave him a call, and he's sort of probably at the beginning of the journey, right? And he's working a 9 to 5. He's working graveyard shift. So I had a good conversation with him, and I said to him, if you want to get referrals, you have to put so much of yourself out there. Like, you don't have to put your family out there. You don't have to get your wife to come on camera or any of that stuff. Some of that stuff should be left private. But if people aren't going to join you, what Ralph just said, people aren't going to join you if they don't trust you. And to trust you, they're going to know you as a person. So start making videos about yourself. Tell people as much as that you want them to know. And once they know, like, and trust you from the videos, because it's not all business. Every time you put a video out there, you put a bit of content out there, do something that you really enjoy, all of a sudden it just gives you another brownie point. And then every time you do another video, all of a sudden that you might play golf, right? And you do a video that you're on the course and you're playing golf, right? And then all of a sudden someone connects with you because they like golf as well, right? So that's where the connection is. There's another brownie point. And trust is built over time, right? It's earned over time. So exactly what you said, Ralph, 100%, mate. And if you want to get referrals, start working on your brand and start working on things that are going to deliver value and trust, because if you're patient enough, that will come with time. People will trust you, and that's when they will join you in your respective business, provided that it's a good business, right? So that's one of the keys to it. So fantastic, Ralph. You had a very good point.
I just had a cool definition about success. Someone said, so success is when you serve value. And he said, and value means you solve anyone's problem. So, and think about this, then when I serve value, when I help to solve problems, then people follow you, of course, because then you're like a kind of magnet, People come to you. It's not that you are chasing behind people, because they know I can trust him and he can help me to solve my problem. So I don't think that's a really easy way to go, and it's very authentical also.
Yeah, look, the simple things work, and that's absolutely true. I never chase anyone. I just go out there and deliver value, and you do the same. Go out there and deliver as much value as you can. Put your needs second, and I know that's the opposite of what other people do when they hit your inbox with spam. They're putting their interests first. Put someone else's interest first before yours, and you're going to find that it's going to transform your business, right? It's going to make an amazing difference. So definitely that's the way to go. Do not chase, just provide value, become a producer. So yeah, Roscoe, you've come leaps and bounds with referrals. I've watched you over the last 3 to 6 months, and you're definitely before you struggled to get referrals, and now you don't. I've seen you get referrals. So can you just walk us through that?
Well, I've got a lot of referrals through. I've played around with some of your info in the file section, and went down the okay, I'm going to pay for some advertising, and I've cut back on that a little bit. But at one stage I found, and I still believe it's a good source of referrals, but it's a low quality referral that you get. So you end up spending, I spent a bit of money and worked that out quite quickly. And so realistically, I think Casey touched on it a few weeks ago. He got a bunch of referrals through, they were cold referrals, and basically they haven't produced, or they haven't gone anywhere, or really even contacted me. And it's, I guess, come to that, well, back to square one a little bit. And square one is exactly what everyone said, is you've got to start communicating and being a real person, and putting yourself out there and with a bit of info, and then that comes back to learning. And so that's where I'm at right now, learning a lot more about Bitcoin, learning a lot more about what I can offer people, and going down that route now of getting referrals that way.
Yeah, yeah, because I would say, you're definitely not a beginner now. You definitely know how to do landing pages. You know all that sort of back office stuff that newbies don't know. So you are an authority, even though you mightn't think that you're an authority. You are an authority because you definitely know what you're doing now with Rev Shares enough, right? And you've learned
side of it.
Yeah, and you've definitely learned a lot, and a lot from other people as well. So it's just look, if I can say anything, I would say to anyone that wants referrals, it's an ongoing process. You have to be patient, and not everyone's going to join you off the bat. We had Logan on a couple of weeks ago, and his stats were amazing. 40% of his people that joined, signed up to his link, joined and became active. I think mine is not even as 40%, but that is because people join you, but they're sitting back, right? They're like, should I trust this NG Gavin, or should I trust this Roscoe, or anyone? I mean, is he going to jump program, or is it like, what's the deal with this guy, right? They're sitting back and they're watching you. They're watching your content. A lot of people will watch you on Facebook, but they won't say anything. And then all of a sudden you might put a post or something that just hits them, like, it just touches a nerve with them, right? And they're like, you make a post on something that is very emotional, right? They'll come out of the woodwork and then they'll leave a comment because they went through the same experience, right? And then you go, okay, this person has never commented before. We all know on our Facebook walls, right? When someone new comments, or when someone new comes on the live stream, you're like, oh, that's a new face. Hit 1 if you haven't seen, or hit 2 if you're blah blah, that sort of thing. But they will come out of the woodwork and they're watching you, and what they're doing is they're testing you, right? Whether you're a real person or whether you're just trying to make something commission off their back, right? So that's why you have to show them and that you're trustworthy and you stick with them, and then once they see you, they will join you. But some people will take 3 months, some people will take 6 months. One person waited a year before they joined MPA with Keithy, right? So they're watching you. So just have to be patient. Just continue to get the leads. People connect with people on Facebook and doing what you do, make videos, and people will come around, right? So that's pretty much it. If you guys want to get referrals, it's an ongoing process, and it takes time, and trust is built over time. So, Grandpa, what did you have any thoughts on that at all? Or?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've got now about 6 Japanese people who have joined us within the downline. And if you ask them, tell me honestly, why did you join my program? And it all comes back to that trust. I trust you, right? It's not just gaining the trust. The hardest part, of course, is maintaining that trust, right? And part of that maintaining the trust comes back to what's been said here before, and that is sticking with one program. Especially in Japan, we have a saying, it's called Ishi no Wei Sannin. That means to stand on the rock for 3 years. It doesn't say stand on 2 rocks or 3 rocks. Stand on the rock. Right? And when people in Japan, they'll ask, well, what other programs do you have for me? None. Well, come on, tell me. One more. None. 0. Just this one. Right? And they go, okay, good. You passed the test. I'm with you. Right? And that's why my 2 sons joined, because, they know me quite well. Right? They go, Dad, you still on that one? I go, yep. Okay, we want to do that one too. 1, 2. No, just 1. Don't say 2. Yeah, that's just how it goes. Now my wife, she's made a blog in Japanese. So we're concentrating now, bringing more and more of the Japanese people that we haven't quite made that trust relationship with yet. But we're always going to be focusing on building that trust relationship. That's the base. That's the foundation. Yeah,
absolutely. And that takes work and effort. Okay? And they say it takes many, many years to build up trust and a second to destroy it, right? So you have to really look after your people, because if you screw up, some will stick with you, some won't. But if they see you as someone that genuinely had their best interests at heart, even some things don't go right. Wish we had a crystal ball, but they don't. But if you genuinely, put their best interests at heart and did the right thing, they're going to stick with you. They're going to stick with you. That's the main thing that counts. Casey, what do you have any other questions at all? Is there anything else, mate, you want on that chat, or do you want to add anything yourself, mate?
Yeah, no, nobody's asked any questions as of yet in the chat. So I wish they would. It'd be more exciting for me. But as far as referrals go, I'm still just working on the whole trust and getting people watching me and keeping up with me. So
okay, cool. Mate,
that's about the stage I'm in at this point.
Yeah, awesome, man. I've almost forgot. Do you want to spend maybe a few minutes on what you just did with the SEO side of the YouTube, if you want to, with it, tell the people as much as you want to expose? Yeah. Is that something you want to talk about?
Yeah, let me share the screen. Okay.
So for you guys that don't know, this is for Casey figured out a way to get more traffic to his YouTube videos. So he's going to show you that now.
Okay, can y'all see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Here, let's... All right, so basically, I've set up a WordPress website. The whole purpose of it is to do redirects, linking directly from YouTube. Let's see. So like Gavin here has linked. Actually, look. Oh yeah, you went through and changed, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's good. Use this example. Like NG here had. Here, let's go to this one because I don't think I went back and changed.
That one won't be changed. Yeah, that will be our normal rotator link.
Yeah, so we have this rotator link here that goes to 34.gs. We want these links to all go to our approved website for our Google account. So like my approved website is caseywatkins.com. When it goes through caseywatkins.com, it actually, it's not a penalty, but they don't like it as much. So basically on my website, I added a plugin called Self Shortener. I'll make that a little bigger. And it's by Garifi, I don't know. It's by them. And basically it just changes the links to where they go through your website. So like this is a link to my last YouTube video where I explained it. And this is the actual link that I posted on Facebook. So Facebook and YouTube have a hate-hate relationship. Facebook hates YouTube and YouTube hates Facebook. So when you post your video, post it with a short URL that goes through your website, and Facebook doesn't really realize that it's going straight to YouTube. So it shows up a little bit better in your news feeds, and you get more comments, you get more views on it. And same thing when you're on your YouTubes. If you post those links down here, it helps you get more views because they don't see that you're going out to an outside website that they don't approve of. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. So basically what we're doing is, you know, YouTube has parameters, wants the things that it wants. If you give them those certain parameters to a certain degree, it will give you more love. And by now, do you want to quickly just maybe explain how you do that approval process with WordPress? Did you do that through oh geez, how do you do it again? Through Google Plus, or how did you do that?
It's in the Creator Studio. So if you go to YouTube, go to your Creator Studio.
Yep.
Oh, there we are. Now we're zoomed in.
Maybe if you want to share your screen.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Application window, share. Okay. Where am I at? Okay. So Creator Studio, and then go to Channel, and then Advanced.
Okay, cool.
Scroll down, and you'll see Associated Website. And right here is where you put it.
Awesome.
And it's pretty simple just to apply it and go.
Excellent, excellent. So that's what we're doing, guys. We're getting approval from Google. They're going to approve your WordPress site, and then you're going to use the redirects links, and it's just basically tells YouTube that you're doing what it wants. And now, what sort of you had one video that jacked up in views. Can you just walk us through that? How the impact of that helped?
Yeah,
I think the key to it is the to get the website approved. I think that's the key to it, and obviously doing the yeah.
It once you do that, it's just using those same links. It is the MyPayingCryptoAds, and the only promotion I did to this was I posted it on my Facebook timeline through my website's URL. So
Okay, so you made another redirect link. Is that right? From and then you used your website link to post it on Facebook, but it was just a redirect link to YouTube. Is that right? Or did you post?
Right here, the link I used.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
There's my YouTube link. This is the link it generated for me to go through my site. So if we look at my feed, which one was it? Right there. So if you mouse over it in the bottom left corner, if you look at my screen, you'll see it's probably going to be really hard to read, but it says caseywatkins.com/go and then a whole bunch of randomness. Mm-hmm. This actually just goes straight to YouTube. In fact, you can even see it shows YouTube right there, but it goes through my actual site. If you noticed, there's 10 likes and same thing I do for every video, and we went from 14s, 22s up to 50s.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're getting more traffic. And I mean, we also do something sneaky as well in our Facebook group, which you need to be part of to know what that is. And that also will jack your, spike your engagement and your viral spread, I guess, on Facebook as well. So, we're basically using by what Facebook has given us, not breaking any rules. We're just using what Facebook has already built for us and to spread our content. And then once you spread your content and get engagement, that's when people are going to start to connect with you, see your stuff, and then that's how you build that trust over time. So if there's anyone that's still watching this and not sure about it, just contact Casey, and he can help you out. You've got a video on that, haven't you, Casey, on that process? So maybe just just contact Casey anyway. If you're into SEO and you want to boost your rankings up with YouTube, this is just one method, okay? So no, that's good. That's good, Casey. Let us know. Well, obviously you'll let us know, but we might even do an update in a few weeks. It's just to see how you went, how those views are going. If it's helping you. I think it's going to help. It's a whole bunch of things. Like it's just like getting referrals, right? You've got to do a whole bunch of things in sequence. It's not just one particular thing. Like one thing's going to make a small difference, but it's a whole bunch of things combined together that's going to give you that overall effect. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to drag it out any further. Roscoe's getting tired. You can see him; he's starting to fall asleep. So before we go, we obviously we do these webinars to help you guys. If you're still sitting on the fence, built enough trust over how many webinars? 15 webinars now, and I know a lot of the community in MPCA. They also watch our webinars, right? Watch this webinar. So we want to deliver as much value as you can. So if you're still sitting on the fence and you want to wait till about 30 webinars, hey, that's all good, but you know what? We're not going away. So just join one of the people right now and just save that time. So Casey, he'll show you how to do that. Grandpa, Ralph, and Roscoe, and all our panelists. There'll be a link below this video if you're watching this on YouTube. Join that, or just contact one of these people on the panel, and say, hey, man, I want to join NPCA under you. Give me a link. And then we're going to help you out. So thanks, guys, for everyone for jumping on board. I'm just going to close it up with some final thoughts. I might start with you, Roscoe. Anything you want to say? I'm not going to give you any protocol. Just final thoughts.
Good to see you all, and enjoy your trip, mate, when you go to Singapore. And I would have liked to have gone, but you know, maybe year 3, I'll be sitting there next to you enjoying the party and the conference. But yeah, other than that, as Angie said, if you want to join me, hit me up.
Nice one. Thanks for jumping on, Roscoe. Nice. There's a good pitch. I'll let you go, mate, and have a good sleep. You'll definitely be there next time, mate. You'll have both programs maxed out, so you can definitely afford you can afford a plane ticket now, but I know you still work. When you leave that job, you can come to the next event. It might be anywhere. We don't know. Singapore's this one. Who knows where we'll be next year? Bigger and badder, I reckon. And then you can come and you can buy me a beer. So thanks, Roscoe.
No worries.
Ralph, again, thanks for jumping on board. And yeah, it's you've always been this. Now you just come with this energy. It's great. Any final thoughts at all, Ralph?
Yeah, what I would like to say is about coming back to what we talked about, referrals. So what helped me a lot in my experience through my life now is sometimes just change the perspective and look from a different perspective. So sometimes what looks like being impossible looks very easy, or you just get another experience or another view. So according to this, what we talk about referrals, my goal is I want to help 5 people to max MPCA out. And if you think about this, when you have 5 people and max MPCA out, so I made to put it short, they have to repurchase every day altogether 9 Bitcoin. So think about this. Even if it takes 3 years, 5 years, I don't know, but if you have 5 people who have to repurchase every day 9 Bitcoin, you know about the commission. I don't have to go further. That's it. So you don't have to look only on quantity. You can also look on quality, you know. So referrals can help you a lot.
I like how you just simplified that down to the T. It's just, when you put it that way, it is that simple. 5 people, and it doesn't take much to help 5 people. You know, you can really focus on 5 people, and like you said, quality. And I never thought about that. 9 Bitcoin, that's a comfortable lifestyle, and they're on their way too because they've maxed it out. So great insights there. Every time you come on, Ralph, there's always something new. Fantastic. Thanks very much for jumping on today. Loving it down in Thailand, of course. Who doesn't? Thanks, Ralph. Now we're going to go to Casey. We're going to close it out with Grandpa. Casey, do you have any final thoughts at all, mate?
No, just get started. Get going. I sat and watched NG Gavin for a year before I actually did anything. It was probably about 9 months. I mean, I even signed up for an account for free, had them there, and just never did it. So I wasted so much time. I could be so much further than what I am now, and just didn't do it. So don't wait around. Just don't wait around. If you're watching this video afterwards, leave a comment with questions if you have them. I go back and check them, and we'll get to it next week. So I guess that's it for me.
Yeah, awesome, Casey. Thank you. Every week you're growing, man. Everything's it's coming out. So I didn't know about that 9 months thing, so I have to chat with you later. Nah, thanks for jumping on, buddy. Always there. Thank you. Awesome. And we're going to close out with Grandpa. You know, any final words at all, Grandpa?
Yeah, you know, almost no one's ever seen Grandpa take his hat off, you know. And Grandpa has just taken his hat off to Roscoe and Casey. Now, why did I do that? Because for years, I have gotten up early like Casey or stayed up late like Roscoe, watching webinars that did not have even a smidgen of the content this one had. Okay. So if you're looking for people that you can trust, look for people who are actually pushing themselves to do their business. They're staying up late. They're getting up early, right? Now, fortunately for Ralph and I, and G's in our time zone, but I'm sure, you know, Ralph has spent a lot of time getting up early, staying up late, watching content that applies to helping their business grow and helping them grow as a person as well, right? So I really, like I said, hats off to Roscoe and Casey for persevering and doing, you know, more than, you know, your average person is doing to grow your business and growing yourself.
Awesome. Thanks, Grandpa, for jumping on. And like you said, you know, the granddaughter's like, Grandpa, when are you jumping on the webinar? She knows what's going on. So that's fantastic. That's why we do it, right? So yeah, just to close it out, again, you know, we say this every week, get back to the person, and we're going to continue to say it before, you know, you join. Like, we're going to just continue. Like, that's the thing with online businesses. It's relentless, right? And if you don't quit, you'll get there. You get there eventually. And, you know, I don't quit, right? And I know these people on this panel, we don't quit either. So we're going to be there for you. Just a matter of you to take the initial step. We're going to show you the way or what to do, and then it's just need to just take the action. And once you get to a point where you can leave your job or do what you want to do because you've got that income coming in, you start to live your life differently, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I'm very, very fortunate to be able to do it and now help people. And I see people like Roscoe. I watch him every day. I see his webinars, his videos. Then I see Ralph. You know, he started to make live streams too. So congratulations on your first video last, I think it was a couple of days ago, Ralph. You're consistent as I see you in your car, Grandpa. And Casey is now doing, pumping those YouTube videos out, man, pumping them out. So everyone's taking action, and not just us too. Many people in the group are taking action. And this is what you have to do. You have to be proactive and take action. And then it's all those bunches of action all build up, and then you get to a point, you wake up one day and go, damn, I'm here. I can, you know, I've got the income to do what I want, what I always wanted, right? That's what it's about. So with that said, thanks everyone for watching. Get back to the person that showed you this video. They want to help you and move forward in this business, in your life. So get back to them. And this is webinar 15. Thanks everyone for jumping on. And I'll see you guys in the next webinar. So thanks guys. Catch you guys later.